Pats Nation, welcome on into our Week 13 watch party. New England Patriots at home here to take on Jackson Dart and the New York Giants. Man, I saw not a meme, but I saw a post on social media that was like, damn, just when the NFL thought its biggest rivalry was gone, they come right back, of course, referring to Eli Manning, Tom Brady, now Jackson Dart, Drake May. My question to you guys, do you think that this could really be a rivalry? Could this be a big-time rivalry in Jackson Dart and Drake May that we see for the next several years? Let us know in the comment section below. But game getting started here in just a few short minutes. But wanted to go live just a little bit earlier to real quick hit on the inactives for both of these teams. Now, a couple more things to add. Jackson Dart, his first start back over the last 2 weeks, missed the last 2 games due to concussions. This guy invites so much unbelievable amount of contact that he's constantly getting injured, puts his head in harm's way. Hey, if you watch that New England Patriots third preseason game, just a few short months ago, Jackson Dart had to get checked out in the blue medical tent. Why? Because he invites so much contact that quarterbacks are just not supposed to do. And so this is actually the first time that Jackson Dart will be playing under the new regime for the New York Giants. Keep in mind, they fired Brian Daboll a couple of weeks ago. Jackson Dart hasn't played since they fired him. And so there's a lot of switching up with the coaching staff, a lot of switching up with this New York Giants team. But one thing is for sure, Jackson Dart, when he is on that football field, does make a difference. No Cam Scatterbo. That's obviously, huge in favor of the New England Patriots, not having to worry about him. He was also a big threat for them offensively in the backfield. Best friend also of Jackson Dart. Biggest thing that worries me about this game, the pass rush. Now, I said earlier that it was a 3-headed monster between Kayvon Thibodeau and Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter. Obviously, should have said 4-headed monster on top of Brian Burns, who leads the league in sacks. Here's the thing, though. Abdul Carter, good at getting to the quarterback. Brian Bird is good at getting to the quarterback. Both of those guys are some of the worst edge rushers in the NFL at stopping the run. Abdul Carter is the fifth, or excuse me, not Abdul Carter, but Kayvon Thibodeau is the 5th best edge rusher in the NFL at stopping the run. And so with that being said, there's going to be an ability for the Patriots to run the football here into this game. And I think that's how you get away with the win. Patriots' entire left side of the offensive line is injured. Obviously, no Jared Wilson, no Will Campbell. Garrett Bradbury at center is dealing with an illness. He was questionable. He is ultimately playing, but going up against Dexter Lawrence while you're dealing with an illness is very, very concerning. And so they're going to have opportunities, them being the New York Giants, to put pressure on the New England Patriots in this game. And so if you're the Patriots, don't have to pass a whole lot. In fact, we'll see how good the protection is, but if it's not holding up, I'm not expecting to see a lot of pushing the ball down the field. And with that being said, you're going to have to rely on the run game. You're going to have to rely on TreVeyon Henderson. This feels like the type of game it was against the Jets, like it was against Tampa, where, look, it might not be a great run game, especially because you're missing arguably your best blocker, your best run blocker in Will Campbell. But if TreVeyon Henderson can pop off a couple of huge runs and set this offense up, that is how the New England Patriots can win this game. They are going up against the worst run defense in the NFL. Now add the fact they're playing against the worst run defense in the NFL, and you're missing one of your best run defenders. Doesn't exactly bode well for you. But let's see. Coin toss. The Giants call tails, and it's tails. New York wins, and the Patriots will start with the ball first. So New England is going to be starting here with the football. Let's pull up this game here real quick. Where are we at? Share the injury, or not injury report, but share the inactives list here real quick. Let's turn off Bluetooth so we can connect to the game. That's not what we want. Here we go. There we go. Now we're connected, baby. Now we don't have to worry about copyright. That's what I like to hear. All right, but pulling this up here real quick, you guys can see that the New England Patriots will be, this is per Mike Reese, will be without Kyrie's Tonga, who obviously having Milton Williams on IR is very, very worrisome for the New England Patriots. They're projected to start Corey Durden and Christian Barmore, with rookie Joshua Farmer being back along with Eric Gregory. So this Patriots defensive line that was kind of its bread and butter, now due to injuries, is a little bit off. Now, we already touched upon Garrett Bradbury, but offensive tackle Marcus Bryant was passed over in favor of Thayer Munford Jr. So Marcus Bryant, the rookie 7th-round pick, is inactive tonight. He's a healthy scratch. Patriots will not be playing him. Thayer Munford is going to be the guy that gets the nod over him, which is honestly a really interesting move by the Patriots. Now, Munford's had experiences and stints with the Patriots prior to him being here now, but this is a guy that hasn't been here in a little bit. They picked him off of the Cleveland Browns practice squad, and Marcus Bryant has been here since you drafted him, and you didn't trust him enough. Maybe gives us a little bit of insight on where they currently view Marcus Bryant being at. And so 6 wide receivers currently active for the Patriots. Efton Chisholm also going to be active. Jelani Revive returns for the Patriots, which will be huge for their run defense. You got Terrell Williams with the return. Terrell Williams going. Terrell Williams with a big return. And Terrell Williams stopped right before the 50. Gives a little celebration. He gets across the 40 on the first return. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? There is not a doubt in my mind that if you had Kyle Williams on that return, Kyle Williams would have taken that one to the house. And so they go with the more power back instead of the speed on the return. Nonetheless, good vision, good return by Terrell Jennings to get it 40 yards. But if you have Kyle Williams on that return, Kyle Williams is taking that baby to the house. No doubt in my mind. But all right, Patriots starting off here on offense first. They're going to give this one off to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to get about 4 yards, so good carry for him. Let's go ahead and let's get into the game setup here. All right, it's 2nd down, 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. They're already across the 50. Drake May goes outside to Mac Hollins. Looks like he'll be just short of a 1st down, and he will be. So this is going to be 3rd and short. Vidarian Lowe getting the start for the Patriots at left tackle. Ben Brown over at left guard. And then the rest of the O-line will stay the same. Garrett Bradbury, Michael Onwenu, and Morgan Moses to finish it out. Alrighty, it's 3rd and 1. Patriots have the jumbo package in the backfield. They give it to Ramondre, and Ramondre is going to get the 1st down as the Giants are trying to rip the football out, but Ramondre carrying the pile with him. So right now you are seeing that 32nd ranked run defense currently having issues. Patriots have passed the football 1 time so far. Haven't seen Travion get the ball yet. So far, Ramondre's looking pretty good. Has a 4-yard run, has another 5-yard run-ish, picks up the 1st down on this one, picks up the gap right between Morgan Moses and Michael Onwenu. And so we're used to seeing the Patriots run the football to the left side. Now that it's injured, do we start seeing the Patriots run the football to their heavy right side of the O-line with Morgan Moses and Michael Onwenu? Drake May has time. Drake May's going deep. All right, and that's going to be overthrown to Mac Hollins, who wasn't open. Looked like maybe he was being held there for a second, but I mean, Drake May kind of overshot that one nonetheless, so it won't matter. Had time there, was hoping maybe could give Mac Hollins an opportunity on 1st down, but nothing will be there. Big matchup for me is going to be Dexter Lawrence, who's one of the best defensive tackles in the league, going up against Garrett Bradbury, who's dealing with that illness. All right, Ramondre Stevenson is playing as the X receiver right now. Kyle Williams is in the slot. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. They're across the 40. Drake May still nothing but time. Goes out to Stephon Diggs, who gets the 1st down. And the New England Patriots on their opening drive are dominating in every single phase of the game right now. Lots of football to still be played, but every single time Drake May dropping back, he has time. Every single time they're running the football, they're getting good yardage. Knock on wood, but they're looking good so far. Got to keep it up. Got to keep it up. Stopping Jackson Dart is going to be huge, though, for the defense that we haven't seen just yet. Good play there by Stephon Diggs. Fresh set of downs. 62nd catch for Stephon Diggs on the year, by the way. They're really targeting him a lot. Drake May drops back. Drake has pressure. Drake shakes off of the pressure. Drake's going to run for it. He looks downfield, and he just throws the football away. So 2 Giants in the backfield on Drake May, and Drake May keeps his eyes downfield and shakes both of them off. Drew Phillips being one of them for the Giants. So really, really good job by Drake May. It looks like they weren't expecting the blitz, but then Drake May shakes off 2 defenders. Good play there by Drake May, which could have really backed him up big time, but they're going to give the ball off to Ramondre. Ramondre is going to carry a defender with him. That's Javon Holland, the safety. And Ramondre is looking really, really good right now. That's 3rd and 3. So on 2nd and 10, the Patriots run the ball, and Ramondre gets 7 yards. Now, again, he's going up against a 32nd ranked run defense, but nonetheless, Ramondre needs to have one of those get-right games, that kind of momentum game to get back after that injury. And so far, he is looking really, really good. Travion Henderson is on the field for a 3rd and 3 for New England. Good drive for the offense so far. Can't allow it to stall out. Giants look like they're going to blitz. Travion Henderson comes up to block, and he will block. Giants send a blitz. Drake May has time, and he finds Hunter Henry in the middle of the field, and that is a fresh set of downs for the Patriots. So Drake May has time. Pressure starts to get on him a little bit, steps up into the pocket, and goes to Hunter Henry. Really good job to check it there by Drake May, who sees that the Giants are stacking the box. Travion Henderson's next to him. He checks Travion Henderson as a blocker up closer to the line. Gives him that check down option also, but Drake May looks like he's going to take that check down to Henderson. The DBs for the Giants bite there a little bit, and that opens up a one-on-one window for Hunter Henry. They give the football off here on 1st down to Henderson. He's going to get maybe a yard here. Big shout out to Tom Brady with a $3 donation. First donator of today's chat, who says, I'm going VIP to a game. The Jets can't tank right. I'm going VIP to a game, man. That's what I like to hear. That's the style to do it. My guy, your guy, Tom Brady. Hey, and as Nikhil says, run to open up the pass. That's exactly what the Patriots want to do. You run the ball to open up the RPO game. Drake May's being blitzed. He goes out to Henderson. Henderson, brought down immediately, though, was not able to shake off the defender with his one-on-one matchup. That's 3rd down. Giants sent the pressure there on Drake May, but Drake May was able to get the football out there. Vadarian Lowe allowed the pressure on that one, and May just gets the football out quickly. Unfortunately, if Drake May hits Henderson a little bit more in stride, maybe Henderson can kick that into 2nd gear. Pass was a little bit behind him, which allowed the defender to catch up. Ramondre on the field on 3rd and goal. The Patriots are at the 4-yard line. All right, the Giants are blitzing. Drake May, one-on-one. Incomplete. Was looking for Stephon Diggs. Drew Phillips knocks the football away. Good pass breakup by him. And May was just looking one-on-one with Diggs and unfortunately wasn't able to connect. Drake May gives Diggs an opportunity, but Diggs just wasn't able to make the catch. So fortunately, Patriots, good return, sets them up really, really well. They get down to the 4-yard line, but they do stall out. 22-yard attempt by Automatic Andy. And this one's going to go right up the middle and be good for the Pats. So Patriots on the board first. You really, really wish they were able to finish that one off with 7, because Jackson Dart can make some things happen. Big thing here for the Patriots defense with Jackson Dart is you have to keep him contained. Jackson Dart is the best mobile quarterback right now in the National Football League. I think he has like 5 straight games, prior to that injury, to that concussion, with a rushing touchdown. And so especially in the red zone, making sure that you kind of put that quarterback spy on Jackson Dart, that's going to be pivotal. Holding the ball so damn long. I mean, the secondary for the Giants also isn't good. They're like, I want to say they're the 32nd, or excuse me, not 32nd, but the 23rd ranked secondary. So red zone offense does need to improve come playoff time. I do agree with you guys on that one. That was a big struggle for the Patriots last week against the Bengals, was they had opportunities. They were going down the field, but it was just field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. Andy Borgales put up like 9 total points last week for the Patriots because they weren't capitalized on the opportunities. Mike Reese just tweeted out, Patriots red zone offense this season, 42 trips, 1 kneel down not included, 23 total touchdowns, puts them middle of the pack in the NFL. So right now, the New England Patriots red zone offense is average at best. How about that Broncos and Commanders game, man? That was a great one. Run Drake in the red zone. Man, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more designed runs for Drake May in the red zone, you know? Because even if defenses start to pick up on the Patriots doing that, well, now they have to compensate for Drake May. Can that open somebody in the passing game? Oh, yeah, they also fired their defensive coordinator. All right. Let's see what Mike Kafka has dialed up, the interim head coach here for the Giants. No Brendan Schooler in this game. Something to keep in mind for the Patriots. Not Brendan Schooler, excuse me, but Gunnar Olszewski, the former Patriot, bouncing off some defenders, but Christian Ellis finally able to bring him down. Jackson Dart is going to take the field now. Interesting storyline here. Abdul Carter played 0 snaps on that first defensive drive for the Giants. It apparently has nothing to do with him being injured. Abdul Carter has had some issues, missing some meetings, so maybe something discipline related, but Abdul Carter not there on the starting defensive drive for the Giants. Giants are going to start here at the 25-yard line. They're going to run the football, and good bring down there by Harold Landry. Again, no Cam Scatabo, so something to keep in mind there. Defensive starters for the Patriots in the interior of the D-line. You got Christian Barmore and Corey Durden. Durden is going to get a lot of run in this game. No Kyrie's Tonga, no Milton Williams. Two of the biggest playmakers on this defense, man. Rod and thin if you're New England. Got to find ways to get pressure on Jackson Dart. Ball comes out quick. They go out to Slayton, who was one-on-one with Carlton Davis, and that's going to be a first down. And, oh, there's already a fight breaking out here. Looks like the Patriots' trenches are going at it with the Giants' trenches. Things are already getting scruffy here on only the second play of the game. Getting chippy. The fact that it's getting chippy already. Keep in mind, these organizations have no ties back to each other. So, like, yes, I get it. Patriots, Giants, historically, it's a thing, but with where these two franchises are currently at, there's no relation back to each other. So the fact that this thing's already getting chippy is crazy. All right. 1st and 10. Giants run motion. Patriots get some pressure off the side. Patriots getting some pressure up the middle. Jackson Dart hanging onto the football. He's trying to maneuver around, and the Patriots finally get a sack. Christian Barmore was there to get the pressure. Harold Landry comes up to finish it, and Harold Landry's getting into it now. Harold Landry's getting into the fight. Loss of 5, and the Giants didn't like the sack of Harold Landry. Let's take a look at this. I don't think Harold Landry did anything bad. So they fake the handoff. Barmore gets taken to the ground, gets the pressure. Then Barmore gets back up, gets the pressure. And Dart kind of slides to the ground, and you have Landry who dives, and I guess the Giants O-line didn't like that. 2nd and 15 now for the Giants. Dart's going to drop back. Dart's going to hit the middle of the field. He's going to hit his check down. It's going to be 3rd down already. Patriots got to get them off the football field here. So Dart was sliding, and Landry slid towards him. So good job by Jackson Dart to protect himself. But, I mean, Landry was diving towards him before it looked like Jackson Dart was sliding, and so it looks like maybe the Giants wanted a call there. I don't see why they think they were going to get that. All right, 3rd and 9 here for the Giants. They're across the 35. Patriots are sending a blitz. Marte Mapu, and they get there. They try to set up a screen. Patriots send the blitz, though, and they're able to bring him down after a gain of 2, and the Patriots force a punt. And so, man, Chase on one of the big players there and sniffing out that screen on that blitz to make sure nothing happens there. Let's see, baby. Let's see. Patriots are getting the punt here. Marcus Jones is in the backfield. Marcus Jones can do some dangerous things. What can happen here? Marcus Jones, 5th in the NFL, 14.6 yards per punt return average. Come on, Marcus. Set us up good, baby. Let's get into the end zone on this one. Marcus is going to return it. Marcus has blockers. Marcus has speed. Marcus is going. Marcus is going. Marcus is going. And let's go. Let's go to the house. Marcus Jones to the house, baby. And that is another punt return for the New England Patriots. That's in the end zone. Marcus Jones, best return man in the game. 94 punt yard return to the house, baby. And that is going to be 10-0 in the first quarter. New England Patriots get the football on offense once. They get the ball on the defense once. And it's already 10-0. 94 yards by the best returner in the game. Wow. Marcus Jones, 94 yards. And it doesn't get better than that. Wow. Complementary football. That is how you win football games. Offense, defense, special teams. Marcus Jones, you are an all-pro. You are a Pro Bowler. That's what? His 2nd punt return touchdown of the season? Should have had 3 if he wasn't shoelace tackled in that game against the Panthers. Wow. Mike Vrabel loves it. Everybody loves it. Not only that, but this is a huge momentum booster for the New England Patriots. You have a lot of players go down last week. You didn't play your best game of football last week. And what happens? You come out here. You're already up 10-0 with 5 minutes still left in the first quarter. Keep in mind, too, that the Giants are the worst fourth quarter football team in the NFL. The amount of leads that this team has blown, and they're already behind 10-0. Wow, man. That is what you want. That right there. Colby, you called it, man. I told you. Marcus Jones in the backfield going up against the Giants. I don't know, man. There just feels something poetic about it. I don't know. There's just some teams where I feel like you kind of are thinking to yourself, I don't know. I think our guys can do something here. And for some reason, prime time against the Giants, Marcus Jones, the red throwback jerseys, I was feeling like a big play was going to happen at some point. And hey, his first touch there on special teams, and it's the big play. How about that, man? How about that? Wow, 94 yards, man, to the house. That is, you don't get better than that. If Christian Gonzalez and Marcus Jones don't make the all-pro team for cornerback slot cornerback and punt returner, that would be the biggest robbery this season. Honestly, even if they don't make the Pro Bowl, give me all pro. I'll take all pro over Pro Bowl all day, every day, but I do agree with you. Both those guys do deserve it, especially Marcus Jones. Now, will Marcus Jones make the list on defense, or will he make it on special teams? To me, that's the question. Right now, it might be as a returner, honestly. Like, I can see Gonzo on defense and then maybe Marcus Jones as the special teamer because I really don't believe that there's anybody better when it comes to the return game than Marcus Jones. I really don't. I really don't. Am I following Marcus Jones on Twitter? I am now. All right, so the Giants are going to get the football back down by 10. Gunnar Olszewski trying to make some magic of his own. Good return, but not as good as Marcus's. He's going to get back to the 30. Jeremy Springer, Patriots special teams coordinator, is loving it. All right. Jackson Dart back on the field. Can the Patriots defense continue to make some magic? Really force the Giants to play behind early on in this game would be huge for them. They're going to give the football off here to Tracy Jr. He's only going to get a couple. Jelani Tavai, like I said earlier, going to be one of the big players in this game to stop that rushing offense for the Giants. He comes up as one of the guys to make the tackle on that one. So second down, Giants are at the 32-yard line, 2nd and 8. Linda, I love the energy. Colby, Patriots are going to score. It's going to be 35-10. Linda, I'm going to remember this. And if you are right, we're going to give you a massive shout out. Massive, oh my God, massive play here. False start by the Giants. They're going to go back another 5 yards here. Replay second down. So now it is 2nd and 13 for the Giants after the false start. Trey with a $5 donation. Big shout out to my guy Trey. Says Marcus could definitely make it for defense and special teams. I certainly agree. Khalil Mack got picked for All-Pro twice in 2015 for different positions, so it's not uncommon. Really good pull by Trey there. Really, really good pull. So, yeah, man, I mean, Marcus, what he's doing on defense and special teams, really second to none. Jackson Dart has pressure on him. He's going to try to run for this. Oh! It's another fight! Whoa! Christian Ellis just leveled out Jackson Dart, and there is a fight. I mean, it looks like a perfectly fine hit by Christian Ellis, but the Giants are so sensitive to their quarterback getting hit when he puts himself in harm's way. What do you want them to do? Let's take a closer look at this play because it looked perfectly fine, but Jackson Dart went flying. Oh my God, yo. Jackson Dart was leveled. Completely legal hit. I take the sideline. What a hit by Christian Ellis. I mean, you would think Jackson Dart was 90 pounds the way he just went flying. Yes, and the Giants get called. Theo Johnson gets called for a personal foul for going at Christian Ellis afterwards. This is football right here, man. I got to find that video. Jackson Dart went flying. Completely legal hit. Completely. Johnson gets hit, so Theo Johnson gets pounded on that play by Marte Mapu, and the ball goes flying. So Theo Johnson, the tight end, the same guy that went at Christian Ellis the play before that got the personal foul, gets the opportunity here and just gets ripped by Marte Mapu. And he's lucky a defender wasn't there because that could have been an easy pick. So Giants punting yet again. Theo Johnson, 2 back-to-back plays. Oh, Christian Ellis. Oh my gosh. Dart has got to do better at protecting himself, man. He went flying like a 20-pound toddler. Wow. Oh, shoot. I accidentally connected to my phone. That's not what we want. I'm trying to upload the photo or the video. I just posted the play on my Twitter if you guys want to see the hit on Jackson Dart from Christian Ellis that got Theo Johnson coming up and essentially fighting Christian Ellis that made a fight just ensue. So I recommend you guys check it out because watching that play in real time was absurd, man. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a player get hit and watch them go flying the way that Dart did. Like, Dart's running, and he should have gone out of bounds sooner because he's inbounds. He sees Christian Ellis coming, and he tries to wait to the last second to go out of bounds. So it's a completely legal hit on Ellis that hits Jackson Dart when he's inbounds. He's not giving himself up. He's not out of bounds. And Jackson Dart goes flying and kind of does like a flip. This is only the first quarter, and there's been like 3 scruffles already. Like, again, these teams have no relation to each other. Why are we this mad? And it's really just the Giants players. Like, why are the Giants players getting so pissed? It's really the Patriots defense and the Giants offense. Drake May goes out to Kayshon Boutte. Bootie's going to get the first down. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Pats. They're going to give this one off to Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson trucks a guy. He's going to get, let's see, about 9 here. I think he was just short of the first, and he will be. It's going to be 2nd down. So Munford is on the field at 2nd and 1, so that will be a gain of 9. So Thayer Munford Jr., who the Patriots just picked up off of waivers, a 7th round pick by the Raiders in 2022, is still on the field for the Patriots. They're running a jumbo package here with the offense. Looks like they're going to run the football. Drake May, quarterback, sneaks it, and he's going to get more than a yard. He's going to get the first and a couple of extra. Drake really went diving forward on that one. You tend to not see the quarterback very much on quarterback sneaks, but you just see Drake May fly through the pile. All right, Drake May's going to drop back. Drake's going to go out to Hunter Henry, who's going to be just short of the first. 4 different Giants defenders trying to bring down Hunter Henry. Drake May has time in the pocket, and a deep throw there to Hunter Henry. First down and more for the Pats. Drake May doing really good so far. And we're looking at the scoreboard right now in real time. Haven't even seen this be updated in the actual game. The New England Patriots get into the end zone. They are up in the first quarter, 17-0. 17-0 in the first quarter. This is backyard football for New England. Drake May's going to give this one to Kayshon Boutte. That's a 3-yard touchdown for Boutte. So Drake May with a touchdown pass, baby. MV frickin' P. Let's go, Boutte. Dude, it's so hard to guard Kayshon Boutte in the end zone. So hard. It's a blowout game for the Patriots, though, right, guys? Or excuse me, it's a trap game for the Patriots, right, guys? That's all we hear. That's all we hear every single freaking week. It's a trap game. It's a trap game. It's a trap game. Jets game was a trap game. Giants game is a trap game. Bengals game is a trap game. If every game is a trap game, there's no such thing as a trap game. If you're going to call every game that the Patriots play a trap game, you're not giving them the respect that they deserve, because you're essentially saying that they're not as good as people are saying, and that a team like the Jets, a team like the Giants, a team like the Bengals actually can come out and beat them. Like, I don't know what more the New England Patriots have to do for people to just respect that this team is ahead of schedule. I don't. And as a Patriots fan, it's annoying. As someone who makes content for this team, who lives, breathes, speaks, eats, sleeps, everything New England Patriots football, it's very annoying to see this team not get the credit that they deserve after seeing how bad they've been over the last few years. I mean, what are we doing? Yo, Colby is our team. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir. And of course, as the queen of the channel, Brooke says, do not forget to hit that like button. If you guys like what you're seeing, you guys want to see watch parties for the remainder of the Patriots games this year, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for all your New England Patriots watch parties, post-game recaps, and everything in between. I got to turn off this heater. All right, Giants with their return here. Pretty good return. Give them that. But, man, big shout out to Mike Vrabel, who's his My Cause, My Cleats is all about men's mental health month and prostate cancer for obviously Terrell Williams, Patriots defensive coordinator, that hasn't been able to be here because of that exact reason, man. Something that hits home with me a little bit, that the men's mental health month, man, something that I don't think enough people give credit for, right? So big shout out to our head coach, man, for addressing these issues. All right, the Giants are going to run the football here on first down, and they're going to be stopped at the line. We got Giants fans. It's a joke. All right, go delete her comment. That's crazy. Man, I got people commenting under my videos saying, oh, if it was Drake May that got hit, you'd be singing a different praise. No, I wouldn't. Name me one time where Drake May had a legal hit on him, and I have said, wow, I can't believe that they just hit him like that. I got Giants fans in my comment section telling me right now, but he didn't need to hit him that hard. This is football, bro. This is football. The league specifically is trying to have quarterbacks understand the fact that you are playing the game of football. If you put yourselves in harm's way and you choose to not slide, to not go out of bounds, whatever happens to you, as long as it is a legal hit, is completely on you. So no, if Drake May was hit the same way Jackson Dart was hit, and Drake May had the opportunity to go out of bounds to avoid the hit, but he chose not to, and he got clamored, I would have been saying, no, Drake May needs to do better and not put himself in harm's way. But by the way, this isn't the first time we've seen Jackson Dart have this issue. He literally missed 2 games because of a concussion, because he's known for putting himself in harm's way. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Hey, shout out to my boy Trey. Said, just followed you on Twitter. My guy, I got you covered with all the highlights and thoughts. Jackson Dart is reckless with his body. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like Jackson Dart, the player. I just think that Jackson Dart needs to do better and not put himself in harm's way. He's in the blue medical tent like every single week. Like, that's not a Patriots thing. That's not a refs thing. That's a Jackson Dart thing. But Dart and the Giants are across the 50 right now after a good return just a few plays prior. 1st and 10, they are going to hand the football off, but be stopped at the line of scrimmage with Singletary. Apparently, Russell Wilson has been telling Jackson Dart he also needs to protect himself better. How about that? Isn't that funny? All right, the Giants are going to run the football again on 2nd and 9, only get about a yard here. All right, 3rd and 8 now for the Giants. They're at the 45-yard line. Dart is going one-on-one to Theo Johnson. Does he hang on to that? This might be a late hit from Hawkins or Woodson. We'll see. Good play there by Theo Johnson. That's going to be head-to-head by, it looks like Hawkins there. I'm not sure what Hawkins is thinking. I mean, Woodson had a good play there. Looks like maybe he could have gotten his hand on it, and he did, but Theo Johnson just really good working through contact on that one. And Jalen Hawkins comes up to try to give some backup there to Craig Woodson and just kind of gives him helmet to helmet. So really, really unnecessary play there by Jalen Hawkins. I'm not entirely sure like what he's thinking there, but flag on the play, that sets the Giants up pretty damn well. Yeah, it's hard to imagine they don't get into the end zone after that. Yeah. And they do, obviously. All right, Dart drops back. The Patriots are sending an all-out blitz. And they go out to Slayton, just a little dump off, and he just takes that one into the end zone. And so I don't know why the Patriots just sent cover 0. They had nobody deep. They just sent the pressure at Jackson Dart. Looks like Gonzo a little banged up after the play. And that'll be a touchdown for the Giants. Patriots were too busy trying to put the pressure on Jackson Dart that Jackson Dart just kind of dumped it off to his speedster, and he just ran past Patriots defenders with nobody deep to stop him. So the Patriots' aggressiveness bites them in the butt. And Slayton, a guy that we talked about a lot during the offseason who stayed with the Giants, just burns past everyone. Jalen Hawkins had an opportunity to get him and dives and just doesn't make the tackle. 30-yard touchdown. Low-key a rough start here for Jalen Hawkins. I'm not entirely sure the defensive play call on that one. But Patriots are still up by 10. They'll get the ball back and hope that they're able to continue the offensive success that they've had. It was really that Hawkins hit that kind of derailed that defensive drive there for the Pats. It was the Hawkins hit followed by running cover 0. So Patriots give the Giants a gift. Now, how do they bounce back? So who called in all-out blitz on the Giants? My kind of thought process here is that they were trying to get the pressure on Dart to try and knock them back to make it second and long and maybe even hopefully kick them out of field goal range. But the aggressiveness just didn't pay off. I think they were hoping that it would flush Jackson Dart out of the pocket and they can kind of make a play on him. But again, he just saw the pressure. He dumped it as just a simple little check down there to Slayton, 9-10 yards down the field, and Slayton turned on the burners, and there was just no Patriots there to tackle him. Patriots injury announcement. Terrell Jennings is dealing with a head injury. So Terrell Jennings injured yet again for the Patriots. He had that big 40-yard return on the opening play of the game. So something to watch there. Chisholm is going to be replacing Jennings on special teams. So special teams switch up there to watch. All right, returning is Efton Chisholm. So Chisholm does get the return here on the kickoff. Gets it about 25 yards. Drake May so far in this game is 8 for 11, 83 yards, a touchdown, and a 124.4 rating with another 3 yards there on the ground. All right, Drake May is going to give the football checked down here to Henderson. Henderson's going to get about 5 or 6 yards. Abdul Carter is on the field for the first time tonight. Something to watch here. Ramondre is currently averaging 7 yards per carry, 4 attempts, 28 total yards. Why is May not running? May doesn't. You don't want Drake May to run if he doesn't need to run. If he's running, it's because he's under pressure. Wait, why is Drake May out as a wide receiver right now? So Stevenson gets the snap here and just runs the football. We see the Patriots do that a lot of time on the goal line. Drake May lines up as a wide receiver. Interesting play call. I mean, it's 3rd and 1. So sets the Patriots up with a manageable option here. Munford is on the field again. Hooper's going off of the field. Wow, Drake May, a 68.8 68.8 completion percentage. Not in this game, but so far in the NFL in his career, it's an NFL record. Chisholm sucks on returns. Why are we not giving it to Williams? I'm actually with you on that one. Give the ball to Kyle Williams on the return. I don't think we need to see Efton Chisholm much more. All right, so 3rd and 1. Let's see what New England does. And it looks like the Patriots are not going to get this. It technically counts as a sack, but it's a 0-yard sack. So I don't really think a 0-yard play should count as a sack. Drake May got pressure on him. He gets back to the line. But that's going to be it. Abdul Carter comes up with the stop. So it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Patriots, who are going to punt on this one. So they try to pass the football on 4th and 1. Honestly, I'm not sure why the Patriots didn't just give it to Ramondre Stevenson. Put out Thayer Munford Jr., run the jumbo package, and just Run the football on a 3rd and 1. I mean, why are you passing the football on a 3rd and 1 where you know that the New York Giants have a good pass rush? I don't like that play call. I don't like that play call, but Bryce Behringer with a terrible punt now, too. Shanks this one. So Abdul Carter technically goes down as a sack on Drake May, even though it was really just stopping him at the line. I don't think those should be considered sacks. I think if you're tackling somebody at the line and it's not a loss, it shouldn't count as a sack. So the punt lands at about the 40 to the 45. So somewhere inside the 40 is the punt there from Bryce Behringer. Can't take your foot off the gas now. Can't take your foot off the gas. Can't get comfortable. Josh, what's going on? Drake May takes too many sacks. Well, on that play, that really, I mean, I do agree with you, but on that play specifically, it really wasn't Drake May taking a sack. From what was said, I believe this was by Mike Reese or Evan Lazarus, from their view of the booth at Gillette Stadium, they said it looked like the Patriots were trying to set up a screen to Travion Henderson, but Brian Burns sniffed it out. And so Drake May was forced to look elsewhere. Looking back at the play, Drake May had 2 holes open to run through. It was the left side and the right side. He ran through the left side, which Abdul Carter comes up and makes a play to stop him at the line. What he should have done is he should have ran to the right, because if he ran to the right, he might have had an opportunity. All right, so the Giants will start at their 44-yard line, so they don't got to do much to get across the 50. They're down by 10. Jackson Dart is going to set up the screen. He's going to get about 3. All right, 2nd and 6. They're going to give the football off again. 3rd and short now for the Giants. Patriots got to get them off the field where they do it. Nikhil, I completely agree with you. 3rd and 1, why do you not just hand the football off? Jumbo package on the O-line there. That beats me. 3rd and 2, Patriots are showing blitz. Will they get it? And no, the Giants are going to get the first down here with Singletary. First and 10 now for the Giants. They're across the 50. At the 43-yard line, they're going to give the football off again. This is a big run here. Stopped by Craig Woodson by Singletary, though. That's a 13-yard run by Singletary, who the play before got the first down for the Giants. And so the Giants are running the football here pretty effectively on this drive. That's the last thing you can allow them to do. Cannot allow the Giants to start running the football. And it looks like Corey Durden there maybe just loses the leverage and kind of just shoots the gap, but that opens up the hole for Singletary. It's 1st and 10. 29-yard line if you're the Giants. They're going to give the football off to Singletary again. That one's going to be stopped at the line. Joshua Farmer comes up big. Second and 10. Still on the 29-yard line. Jackson Dart is going to take the ball. Pitches it off there to Singletary. Flag on the play, though. Good job by Dart trying to make something happen there. Usually plays like this are on the offense, though. Yo, Kobe, my dude. Drake May is ignoring his checkdowns. It's worked out pretty well for them overall. Ineligible man downfield for the Giants. 5-yard penalty. Replay of second down. And so good play there by Jackson Dart, who had the option to throw the ball or take it. He takes it. Or hand the football off, rather, or take it, and he takes it. Tries to kind of just chip it back there to Singletary and illegal man downfield. So 2nd and 15 now for the Giants. Obviously, they're going to pass the football here. Wan'Dale Robinson gets brutally hit by Christian Gonzalez. It's going to be a gain of 5 just due to forward progress, but great hit by Gonz on Wan'Dale Robinson, man. I mean, damn. Patriots have had some pretty hard hits defensively. Great job by Gonzo to read that and not allow it to be anything more. It's going to be 3rd and long with a 3rd and 10. Giants obviously in field goal range, down by 10. If they don't get it here, you obviously got to kick that. So Dart drops back to throw. Dart has time. Dart is looking like he's going to run now. He's throwing in the middle of the field in the end zone, and that's knocked away. That's Jalen Hawkins who comes up big in the end zone to prevent the pass. Jackson Dart had time, was looking deep to Theo Johnson, but Jalen Hawkins prevents the catch and prevents the touchdown. So Patriots playing zone here. And Theo Johnson honestly could have had that ball. Looks like it kind of goes through his hands. Would he have survived the ground? Who knows, but he stumbles. Oh, and they don't get the kick. They stumble the kick. They try to throw it. They don't get it. And the Patriots come up big and don't allow any points. That was an easy chip shot field goal, and Jeremiah Farms comes up big to prevent it. And the kicker just totally misses. The kicker stomps his leg on the turf. And that's technically a miss. So the kicker goes to kick the field goal. The snap is fine, but he can't follow through. His foot stubs on the ground, and the long snapper picks up the football to try to pass it. Jeremiah Farms comes up big to stop him, though, and an easy chip shot field goal down by 10 turns into a turnover on downs. Man, that guy's getting cut tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. I mean, that is the funniest thing that you will see in your lifetime. I mean, you're an NFL kicker, and you're telling me that you can't even kick the ball? You cannot make contact with your foot and the ball. By the way, that's Younghoe Koo. Younghoe Koo is a good kicker. I mean, a couple years ago for the Falcons, he was one of the best kickers in the league. And he couldn't even kick the ball correctly. I guess we call that a field goal attempt. I guess not really a miss. Can't call it a miss. It's not even like he shanked it. He didn't make contact with the football. It does not get more embarrassing than that if you're a kicker. Like, nothing else for me to say other than that. Just posted that clip on Twitter if you guys want to check it out, but it's like he got too close. I don't even know how you do that. Like, you're an NFL kicker. How do you do that? They kick better field goals than that in Pee Wee football. Dog, that is so embarrassing. I like somehow show it. Okay, I can kind of just show you guys a still image. So I guess that goes down as a sack, technically. You guys see this? That was the missed kick because his leg stumbles on the ground instead. Travion Henderson, trucks through a guy. That's going to be gain of 11 or 12 here. Good run here by Travion Henderson on first down. But yeah, it doesn't get more embarrassing than that if you're a kicker. Oh, man. So Jeremiah Farms with the technical sack. Patriots are across the 50. Henderson with the run to the outside. Henderson with another 10-plus yard run. That's another first down. Back-to-back plays for New England for Travion Henderson. Some good runs here for him, man. Keep running Henderson to the outside. Funny part is that they're running it to the left side, and so this is with Ben Brown. This is with Vidarian Lowe, and they're finding success. Excuse me. Henderson's at 3 rushes, 24 yards, 8 yards per rush right now. And they're going to give the ball off to him again, but this time he's going to lose yards. So Patriots maybe getting a little bit too predictable. Back-to-back plays, giving it to Henderson. 2nd and 11. That time, Pop Douglas just gets beat. And the defensive back for the Giants comes up and makes the play. So 2nd and 11. Drake drops back. He's under pressure. He gives this one out to Kayshon Boutte, but there's a flag on the play. This one looks like it's on the Patriots. Giants are pointing towards New England. That's going to be on Garrett Bradbury, the New England Patriots center. Ten-yard penalty replay, 2nd down. So Patriots are getting pushed back deep on this one. Rough penalty at this point on the field. 2nd and 21 now. He was going up against Abdul Carter. All right, Drake has time. Drake looks in the middle of the field. And he is going to hit Kayshon Boutte. Come on, man. We need a touchdown. We need a touchdown. You just got a big play with that missed field goal sack thing. I don't know what the hell we're calling that. Come on, man. I'm feeling a touchdown here. Give me This could be a Kayshon Boutte touchdown. This could be a Kayshon Boutte touchdown on this drive. Give me Kayshon Boutte with a Kyle Williams surprise big play scorching the defense touchdown. One of those guys. It's a wide receiver touchdown. I just feel it coming. 3rd and 8 for the Patriots. Gotta have it. Drake May throws it up. Throws it up. And that's the catch. That's Kyle Williams. That's Kyle Williams. Touchdown. Kyle Williams, number 2 on the year, baby. Forget about it. Forget about it. 33-yard touchdown, and he does exactly what I just said. Runs a go route, one-on-one, scorches the defense, and gets the opportunity over the top. And the New England Patriots, Drake May, touchdown pass number 2. Great job by Kyle Williams to track that football and get his 2nd touchdown of the season. So damn good to see Kyle Williams finally getting involved. See that rapport with Drake May finally being built, man. MVP chants are taking over Gillette Stadium right now. Great. I mean, that's on 3rd down, too. On 3rd down, Patriots get the touchdown. 24-7. Great way for the Patriots to bounce back after they allowed that touchdown. Great ball by Drake May, too. I mean, Drake May puts that where only Kyle Williams is going to get it. And Mike Vrabel loves it. 24-7, baby. Let's go. The refs are so biased. Hey, man, we got the touchdown. We got the touchdown. So the penalty was on Ben Brown, actually. They called it on Garrett Bradbury, but it was on Ben Brown. Where's Deshaun? Hey, man, the haters aren't here right now. They ain't here. Kyle Williams, by the way. Kyle Williams beat a very underrated cornerback. He beat a big offseason addition for the Giants, Paulson Adebo. He's the former New Orleans Saint that the Giants picked up this offseason. And so he's beating a veteran cornerback on that play, which is the Giants' #1 corner. Nikhil says Vidarian Lowe is holding up well. Hey, man, for everybody that was scared about Vidarian, not looking bad. Not going wood, but not looking bad. I don't know about you guys, but if we can take this momentum into the bye week, get a little bit healthy, man, that's what I like. Provide our 4th blowout of the year, go into the bye week, rest up, and get ready for Buffalo. Try to put the division away. Gunnar Olszewski gets hit. Is the ball out? Is the ball out? Or was he down? Let's see. Olszewski. Oh, Olszewski's hit hard, man. Prayers up for Olszewski. That's a hard hit. Gunnar Olszewski gets hit kind of in the head, and then he gets bent 2 different ways, man. Prayers up for Olszewski, former New England Patriot, man. That's rough. Prayers up for former Patriot Gunnar Olszewski. Rolling on the field, it's a fumble. Patriots recover. Recovered by Elijah Ponder. Christian Ellis, it looks like, causes the fumble. And the special teams coordinators, Brendan Schooler, going over to Ellis to give him his props. Patriots immediately take over in the red zone. So a really big hit by Christian Ellis really allows the Patriots to have that ball pop out and recover it, man. Prayers up for Gunnar Olszewski, man. Dude, the paint is off of his Giants helmet. Like, they just showed it. Where he got hit, the paint is off. So prayers up for Olszewski. That man is hard as nails, but you never like to see that. Drake May under pressure, steps up into the pocket, gives the ball to Mac Hollins, who somehow makes the catch in between a few defenders. So first down, Patriots, gain of 11. Terrell Jennings is listed as out for the remainder of the game. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Pats. Drake May is going to give this one off to Ramondre. Ramondre dodges a few defenders. He's going to get about 3 or 4. He'll get 4 on the carry. My boy Trey comes back in with a $5 donation and says, Colby, I know it's too early to discuss the 2026 draft, but we're projected with 11, potentially 12 picks. How do you handle the position that, or how do I handle position-wise? Maybe what do I target? So it's difficult too, because you have to know what exactly are we addressing in free agency, because the needs we have going into the offseason are going to be very, very different when we go into the draft, because they will address needs in free agency. And so if I'm the Patriots, if you can get a wide receiver 1, but you have to feel confident. I don't want to just go get another wide receiver if he's not going to be a wide receiver 1. You're sitting in the first round and you feel confident about a guy that can be your unarguable wide receiver 1 in this class. You go out and you get him. But you don't get a guy unless you are confident that he can be that number 1 guy, because the last thing this team needs is another number 2, another number 3, another number 4, and they definitely cannot handle a bust at wide receiver. This team has a lot of chemistry going on right now with their wide receiver core, and you don't want to mess that up with somebody that can't come in, make an immediate impact, and be your future wide receiver 1. We have the core figured out. We just need that true number 1 guy. And so if you can get that guy in the draft, go out, certainly get him. If you can't, don't worry about it. Other than that, I'm thinking more defense, really. I mean, can you go out and can you get but can you get a number 1 edge rusher? Can you go out there and can you get a true sideline to sideline linebacker that you can put on the other side of Spillane? That's kind of where I'd be looking at. And I feel like they've gone offense over the last couple of years. It was May in 2024. It was Will Campbell here in 2025. Last time they went defense in the first round was with Gonzo in 2023. So it feels like, again, that's kind of about time for us to go back to defense in the first round. And given where this defense is at, I feel like that is ultimately where they will go. So again, a lot of factors go into this. What are they doing in free agency? What trades do they make? Who's staying on this team versus who is not? Before the draft even comes, these are all things that can change our perspectives. But looking at it right now, if you can get that wide receiver 1, go get them. Outside of that, I think sideline to sideline linebacker or a true number one edge rusher, it is expected to be another very good edge class. And so I think that is something that is certainly in the mix. I also really trust Mike Vrabel and this team's ability to develop defensive linemen. You look at Corey Durden, you look at some of the other guys they've brought in on the interior of that defensive line, reviving Harold Landry. Caleb Chason is having a career season. They get the best out of their guys on that line. And so if they're taking a guy in the first round that has all of these young intangibles, I believe that they can develop a young edge rusher. My boy Richie comes in here and says, Vrabel coach, y'all to lead with helmet. Good God. Hey, man, just now and then. I actually have to go back and look at the play to see, is that an illegal hit or not? I'm going to be honest. I only saw part of it. I just saw that the paint was chipped. But as for the hit on Jackson Dart, I mean, that hit on Jackson Dart is completely legal. That's not even a debate. Was the hit on Olszewski legal? Again, I got to go back and I got to look at the play to see it. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like if all the refs started looking at that play simultaneously and none of them called it. But 2nd and 6 here for the Patriots. They give the ball off to Ramondre. He's going to get tackled after a gain of 1. Try to set up the check down, but Stevenson gets tackled right after the catch. 3rd and 5. There's 1 minute and 54 seconds left in the second quarter. So game is moving fast after a lot of completions, after a lot of runs by both of these teams. Christian Ellis stepping up was not on my radar tonight. Man, he's made some huge plays. He has made some huge plays tonight. Will Campbell, grade 3 MCL. Was that confirmed? Was it confirmed that it's a grade 3 MCL? Because I know that we heard on Monday that it was going to be he has to get an MRI to confirm this. And then we never heard the confirmation on the MRI. Because I've been wanting to know what grade is that MCL, because that changes everything. May goes to Hunter Henry. Looks like maybe it was a little bit behind Hunter Henry. I mean, it's 4th and 5, so obviously they're kicking the field goal, but we can get a replay of this. Let's see. Was it behind Henry? No, that hits Hunter Henry right in his hands. Henry just drops the football there. I mean, I don't want to say drops it, but he kind of slaps the football instead of catching it. Usually Hunter Henry always makes those types of catches. Unfortunately, doesn't make this one. That's on Hunter Henry. That's not on Drake May. But Patriots going for the field goal to make this a 20-point game. 30-yard attempt by Andy, and the Patriots are going to get it. So automatic Andy with another really, really great season here so far, man. Great bounce back. I mean, talk about a storyline. Week 2 and the Patriots beat Miami. One of the storylines was how you had automatic Andy Borgales struggling. Patriots, Mike Vrabel, they give him a game ball after, and everybody's like, what the heck how are you giving this guy a game ball? It was to build up that confidence for Andy Borgales. And ever since Mike Vrabel gave him that game ball, after that close win against Miami, he's been a different kicker. Initial reports indicated only an MCL sprain, and subsequent updates from the NFL insiders like Albert Breer specified it's a complete tear, which is a grade 3 sprain. And so I did my research on the different grades. So Christian Ellis back on the field. He's pumped, slapping himself in the helmet. If he can make another big play. Trying to find, I did my research on these sprains. So from my research, a grade 1 tear can take 1 to 3 weeks. A grade 2 can take 4 to 6 weeks. And a grade 3 tear can take 6 to 8 weeks or longer if an ACL is also included. So hopefully it's not a severe grade 3 tear. All right, Singletary with the return. Patriots up by 20. Singletary looks like he kind of just runs into a guy there. So he's going to get just across the 30. And that's where the Giants are going to take over. And big shout out to Brooke, who says, guys, do not forget to hit the like button. Yes, in fact, guys, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe here to the Patriots Global channel for all your New England Patriots watch parties, post-game recaps. I report all news, everything going on with this team. The offseason is always so much fun because we get to talk about free agents and what I think the team should do and the signings they make and the trades they make and the draft and mock drafts and all that good stuff. This is your one-stop shop for the New England Patriots, man. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at Patriots Global for more NFL-related content, along with Twitter and Instagram at Patriots Global also. Oh! Jackson Dart should have been intercepted by Carlton Davis, but he just drops it. Jumps in front of the route, and Carlton Davis should have had that one. He's going one-on-one with the tight end Theo Johnson and just jumps in front of the route, and that is a ball Davis should have 10 out of 10 times. Terrible, terrible decision by Dart. Carlton Davis, man, you got to have that one. You got to have that one. All right, 3rd and 5 here for the Giants. All right, 3rd and 5. Got to feel like Jackson Dart passes this football, right? Yep, he will. So Dart is under pressure. Dart gets the football out, and it's completed, but it's going to be a yard short. Great play there by Jackson Dart while he's getting sacked, throws the football off the check down, and it moves the chains 4 yards. They're still going to be short. But, I mean, you're down 20. Do you go for this? Watching for Jackson Dart's mom. Dude, I haven't seen Jackson Dart's mom. Is this like a thing? Is Jackson Dart's mom like a thing? Jackson Dart also, like, just kicked Chason in the face. Well, all right. So 4th and 1. Could this be the Giants just trying to get the Patriots off sides? This is the Giants just trying to get the Patriots off sides. And they're not going to do it. So 4th and 1. And it's going to be a delay of game. So they don't take the timeout. They were trying to get the Patriots off sides to get the first. If I'm the Giants, I would have just went for it on the 4th and 1. If you want to win this football game, you got to go for that. So, all right, 4th and 6 now, and the Giants are punting down by 20. The Giants will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. There's 1 minute and 7 seconds left. The Patriots have 1 timeout remaining. Can they string together a drive to put up some more points and make this at least 30? Going into the second half, let's see. Giants punting from inside the 25. Marcus Jones is going to fair catch. And that's going to be inside the 25. So we'll see what the Patriots can do here. Do they just run it out or do they get aggressive? All right, Drake May on first down goes out to Mac Hollins, who gets to about the 30. Patriots going hurry up offense with just 1 timeout left. 55 seconds and counting. So the Patriots are trying to get points here. I love it. Drake May's looking deep. Drake May goes to Pop Douglas, who's going to get down at about the 45. Patriots going hurry up offense again, saving the timeout. There's about 30 seconds left still here in the second quarter. Drake May trying to get everybody set. 29, 28, 27. Drake May steps back. Giants are setting pressure. Drake May goes out wide, floats the ball down to Ramondre. Ramondre gets the ball, does more after the Patriots are in field goal range. Ramondre stiff arms and then goes out of bounds. And so great sequence of play here by the Patriots, who get the ball with just over a minute left in the second quarter, running hurry-up offense to make sure that they utilize that one timeout. Now the Patriots are not just in field goal range, but with 16 seconds left and the clock stopped, there's an opportunity to take a couple shots here at the end zone, try to get a touchdown and not just a field goal. "58 yards in 3 plays the Patriots just got. Drake May drops back. Drake May hits the check down to Pop. Go out of bounds, bro. Go out of bounds. Why? All right, so Vrabel takes the timeout. I don't know why Pop Douglas doesn't try to get to the sideline, go out of bounds there, and take a couple shots to the end zone. I don't know. I don't like that. It looked like Pop Douglas was trying to get as many yards as possible, but if he runs to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, you take a couple of shots there to the end zone. See if you can try to get 7 instead of 3. But Patriots are going to go with Andy Borgales yet again here, 2nd and 1, to try to get a few extra points before halftime. And we see that they do ultimately get it. The New England Patriots are blowing out the New York Giants through the first half of this football game, 30-7. So right now, the New England Patriots are providing their 4th blowout so far here of the 2025 season. This New York Giants team is the same one that was able to get some pretty big-time wins. I mean, keep in mind, the New York Giants were blowing out the Denver Broncos until the Denver Broncos made a crazy comeback in the fourth quarter. This is the same Giants team that beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And so the fact that the Patriots are blowing them out right now, 30-7 at halftime, says a lot, man. 30-7. 30 points in the first half alone. Don't take your foot off in the second half of this football game. Continue to drive up the points as much as you can. Put this baby away. See what Vrabel's got to say. Mike Vrabel says complimentary football, but they got to make sure they finish. Drake May saying, or not, I keep saying Drake May. Mike Vrabel saying they're going to have to make sure that they keep protecting Drake May, because that's where that offense is coming from. So Patriots are up by 23 points. Put up another 30 next half. I agree. My boy Richie comes back in here and says, much love, Colby. See you on the roundtable, bro. Richie, my guy, I will see you Wednesday on the roundtable when we break this game down and we preview all of Week 14's games, which, hey, thankfully the Patriots are not playing this week. I think the fans, I think the media, I think the players, everybody, the coaching staff can all use a bye week. We can all use a bye week. My big thing here for the Pats is just when you're going into this bye week, can you utilize it correctly? Because I really don't want them coming out of this bye week and doing what a lot of teams do. Also doing what we saw the Patriots do in 2021, where you're on a roll, you go into the bye week, you come out of the bye week, and you're just a bad team, and you play that way for the rest of the season. You cannot let the bye week get you into off-season mode. If that's what you allow to do, you're going to fail the rest of the season as a football team. This organization, this football team, they put in so many assets this offseason. They put in so much time. They put in so much effort. They are about to get, or they should be about to get, their 11th win of the season. And so you did the hard job. You've done the hard job all season long. Now allow that hard work to pay off come postseason time. Don't allow yourself to get into off-season mode so quick to where all of the hard work now goes to waste that you've put in this season. That's going to be my big test for this Patriots team. That is going to be the ultimate test for Mike Vrabel. Can he keep his team ready and prepared coming out of the bye week to play Buffalo and not have them tired and not have them giving up on the season? Should I start Goff or drop him for Burrow? I would say start Burrow. I would say start Burrow. Burrow's been cooking, and I think in his second game back, he'll only do better. He's playing the Buffalo Bills, and so there's going to be opportunities there. He'll also have T. Higgins, or he should have T. Higgins back along with Jamar Chase also playing in the game. And Goff, from what I understand, doesn't have Amon-Ra St. Brown, so there's that. There's that. I think also something we have to remember too is that the Patriots looked exhausted last week, and they came out here a week later, and they are providing some crazy hits. Like, this team looks energized. I'm going to tweet that out. I really do, guys. I really do just love the bounce back that we've seen from this team in just 1 week. Like I said, against the Bengals, it felt slow and sluggish and tired and exhausted. It felt like they were just dragging through the season. And you come out here just a week later, a week before your bye week, and you're playing with your hair on fire. Christian Ellis, the hits that he's made. Gonzo, the hits that he's made. Drake May with some of the plays that he's been able to make. The running game with Stevenson and Henderson in this game. Impressive. It is impressive. Let's see. Let's pivot on over to the chat. See what the chat's got to say. Gillette Stadium, I saw you like 2 weeks ago. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Bro, I got so much hate on my one TikTok video when I said that not the Patriots, but the Giants had a 3-headed monster with Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and Abdul Carter. For a minute there, I did forget Brian Burns, but when I said that losing Kayvon Thibodeau was going to be huge for this Giants team and that he's one of their most important players, when people got on me for saying that, I immediately realized the amount of people that just don't know ball but think they do. Kayvon Thibodeau is a big loss for the Giants, not because he's Brian Burns and he puts up these crazy sack numbers, but the loss of Kayvon Thibodeau is so big for the Giants because the Giants already struggle against the run. Kayvon Thibodeau is the 5th best edge in the NFL at defending the run. You have Brian Burns and Abdul Carter, who are some of the worst edge defenders against the run. And so the Giants don't have a guy that can replace what Thibodeau can do from a run defensive standpoint. And considering how much they already struggle, losing a guy like that in this game is huge because we've seen that the Patriots will have the opportunity to run the football a little bit more. And by them running the football the way they have today, that's allowed the pass game to be opened up. It's allowed the Patriots to not have to pass the football 30, 40 times in this game. And so when they are passing the football, they're finding success because they're making the defense respect that they can run the football on them. So I don't you guys love when life comes full circle? Like when you get hated on something. I was getting hate from Patriots fans. I was getting hated from Giants fans. Oh, how do you have a platform? You literally don't know what you're talking about, bro. Okay. Well, looking at the stats so far in the game, the Patriots, they're blowing out the Giants 30-7. On top of that, let me update the stats. I haven't updated them in a second. On top of that, the Patriots running game is doing the best we've seen probably this season. I mean, they're not running the football a whole lot. Drake May's thrown the ball 20 times, which is more than I would have expected. He's actually only missed 4 passes. Drake May is 16 of 20, which, by the way, if it wasn't for that missed catch by Hunter Henry, he'd be 17 for 20. But Ramondre Stevenson, 6 carries, 36 yards, 6 yards per carry. Henderson, 4 carries, 23 yards, 5.8 yards per carry. They're not necessarily running the ball a lot, so the stats aren't being lit up. But when the Patriots are running the football with both of those guys, they're getting almost 6 yards apiece for both of them. We've had games where Ramondre looked good and then games where Henderson looks good. We haven't seen a game where they've both looked dominant, and that's been a factor in this game. Exactly what I said the Patriots needed to do and what I expected to happen. And everybody told me that I was wrong. Trust your boy, man. Trust your boy. Just because I wear my hat backwards doesn't mean I'm a hooligan. It just means I hate my hair. Talk your shit, Kobe. Let your nuts drag. Man, I'm about to do just that, man, because you take it personal at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a content creator, especially with something as controversial as football, you're taught to never look at the comments. But I also want to be able to interact with you guys. And so it's this tough margin on looking at the comments, but not looking at the comments. And when you got people telling you that, like, how do you have a platform? You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, no, I know what I'm talking about. I'm backing it up. What do you mean? And then it comes to fruition. It gets you a little bit emotional, man. It gets you emotional. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You guys are the best. That's why the Patriots Global Family rides higher than any other fan base out there. May, ooh, how many passing yards is May at? Can this be his first 300 yard? Ooh. And so Drake May needs to pass for 93 yards in 2 quarters. If Drake May can pass for 93 yards in the remaining 2 quarters, he will go for his first game of 300 plus yards. So Drake is at, he's 16 of 20 for 207 yards, 12.9 yards per throw. He has 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, sacked 1 time, and an elite rating of 143.1. The highest possible quarterback rating, by the way, is 158.3. And Drake May's at 143.1. I'm going to tweet that out. But I got to get Drake May in the red uniforms. Got to tweet out the legitimate Drake May from this game. Don't want to be tweeting out a different Drake May now, do we? All right. So he's 16, 20, 207. 207 yards. 2 touchdown. 0 turnovers. $143. Man, let me know in the chat. Do you guys think that this is going to be Drake May's first game of 300 plus passing yards? Because crap, we said that against the Bengals, and I think he was 7 yards shy. Broncos fans are hating on the Patriots. Of course, man. All right, game's back on. Let's see what this team could do. All right, Jackson Dart gets outside, throws on the run. It's going to go out to Robinson. Gain of 8. All right, Giants run the ball. They're going to push the pile, and he's going to get the first down here on 2nd and 2. Dart's looking deep. Theo Johnson, good catch here over Jack Gibbons. Hey, Jack Gibbons, not exactly the guy you want going up against Theo Johnson, the tight end there. No flag on the play. 1st and 10. Patriots rally around the ball carrier. It's going to be a short gain here for the Giants. No delay of game. Kind of interesting, but that's all right. 2nd and 8. Giants are across the 50 at the 40. Singletary with a pretty good run here on 2nd and 8. That's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Giants. All right, Dart's going to go out here for the screen, and that's going to be stopped behind by Carlton Davis. They're going to lose a few yards on the play, so that's going to be 4th and long now. That's a loss of 3. So on 3rd and 3, they try to set up a screen, but they're not going to get this. 4th and 6. Giants are going to go for this one. Interesting decision. Dart drops back on a 4th and 6, fires the ball in the middle. That's incomplete. And the New England Patriots take over on downs. Theo Johnson was the targeted tight end, but Dart is not able to hit him. Marte Mop, who was on Theo Johnson, forced that incompletion. Dart tried to put it where only Theo Johnson was going to get, but unfortunately not able to connect. Patriots take over on downs. Game remains 7-30. What a game so far for the Pats. And guys, let's predict in the comment section below, what are people's excuses going to be for the Patriots' success after this one? Did this guy just try to prove my point wrong by proving my point right? This is crazy. Wait, I got to show you guys this. Hold up. Hold up, chat. Look it. So this is the second. This is the second that Jackson Dart got hit by Christian Ellis. And this guy commented under my photo of me saying it's a completely legal hit, or my comment saying it's a completely legal hit. Dude, trying to get this thing to focus is the hardest thing. So that's the second that Ellis makes content with Dart. And the second that Ellis makes content with Dart, he's still in bounds. And so when Ellis is closing in on Dart, Dart is even more in bounds than what we see in this photo. So we're going to screenshot that because I feel like the guy's going to delete it. But nonetheless, legal hit. He's in bounds. He's not out of bounds. All right, Patriots run the football with Ramondre, who stumbles, but he's going to get a couple of extra. All right, 2nd and 6. Patriots are at the 41-yard line. They try to give it off to Stevenson, but he's brought down. It's 3rd down. Patriots, don't take your foot off the gas. Really, really hope that the Patriots don't just run the football, pass on 3rd down to come out with this game. Because this is something the Patriots with Josh McDaniels feel like they always do. You have a lead, you come out into the second half, and what do? Run on 1st, run on 2nd, pass on 3rd. Don't do that. It's 3rd and 7. Drake May is going to pass. Obviously, it's 3rd and 7. Carter's running him down. Drake May is going to run. Does he get it? Drake May gets the first. And then gets taken out of bounds. Great job by Drake May to outrun Abdul Carter off the edge there. I didn't think he was going to get the first, but he does. A 3rd and 7, and Abdul Carter trying to outrun him, but May gets the first and then goes out of bounds. Notice how he goes out of bounds? That's the difference between May and Jackson Dart. Patriots at the 49-yard line. They give this one off to Henderson. Henderson's going to get 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down here. Excuse me. Throw on 2nd down. Let's go. Hey, man, don't take your foot off the gas. It's only the 3rd quarter. All right, 2nd and 8. Drake May is going to pass. I like this. He's protected. Drake May is going out to Pop Douglas, who's going to get about 9 or 10 yards here. That's a 1st down. Corey Durden is hyped up in the 1st quarter. He was on the hot mic and it caught some profanity. Says 17-0 F N-word. Corey Durden is playing with his hair on fire right now. All right, 1st and 10 for the Pats. Drake May just goes out to Kayshon Boutte. Stephon Diggs very quiet in this game. Feel like we saw him one of the first plays on the opening drive of the game. But other than that, not really getting much from Steph. Which, hey, it can't be a Steph game every single week. But I thought, all right, maybe we get some more production than this from Diggs. But so far, nothing. It's all right. 2nd and 1 here for the Pats. They're going to give this. Oh, they're going to run the ball. Of course they are. They're going to give it to Henderson, who's going to get a few inches. Third and 1, and it just feels like the Patriots will run the football again. Giants are stacking the box. They're expecting the Patriots to run here. 3rd and 1. Couldn't convert on 2nd and 1. And yet again, big loss here for the Patriots. Patriots will not convert. Loss of 4 on 3rd and 1. So 2nd and 1, run the ball, can't convert. 3rd and 1, run the ball, you can't convert. So that's going to be 4th and 5? 4th and 6? And the Patriots are still on the field. And he'll get it to Stephon Diggs. So the Patriots, no need to be aggressive. but they will. I mean, hey, you wouldn't have had to convert on fourth down if you just had better play calling on second and third, but that's all right. That's all right. Patriots, their identity going forward on fourth. They're across the 50 and a slant to Stephon Diggs to get about 10 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs for New England. Like I said, keep up the aggressiveness. Don't take your foot off the gas until it reaches zeros all over the clock. And that's what we're doing here, and I like it. Patriots officially across the 30 after converting with Diggs on fourth down. A toss-off here to Ramondre. Ramondre is going to be stopped behind the line. He should have been stopped for a lot more, but able to stiff arm a few defenders, and he'll be stopped behind the line for about 1 or 2. Did I ever reach puberty? Yeah, no, I did. Ask your mom. She helped me out. She helped me out. Shout out to your mom for helping me get past puberty. I can bark too. Check that out. All right, Drake May drops back, 2nd and 11. He's going deep to the end zone, and he was trying to go to Kayshon Boutte, who is double covered. 3rd down and 11. So Drake May takes a shot there deep on 2nd down, so we'll see if they can convert this. Wonder if this is going to be 2-down territory. A few plays earlier, we saw them go for it on 4th down. All right, Drake May drops back on 3rd and 11. He's going to check the football down to Travion Henderson. That's going to be incomplete. Bobbles the football. Lucky that that one was not batted in the air for an interception, but looks like it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 11, and the field goal unit is going to come out. Henderson bobbles, gets the ball, gets hit, and drops the football. So Vrabel talking to the defender, trying to say, what do you mean he had that? But he, in fact, did not. 4th and 11. Andy Borgales comes out for another field goal, 45-yard attempt. And Borgales is just going to miss his 45-yard attempt. So Patriots try to make it 33-7. It's going to stay 30-7 after the Patriots were able to stop Jackson Dart and the Giants on 3rd. Looks like we got a real upset. Who is this, a Giants fan or a Bills fan? Nonetheless, shout out to your mom for making me a man. Shout out to your mom for making me a man. Hey, man, I'm out here putting my face and my voice out here onto the YouTube channel. You're hiding behind a profile picture, brother. A little keyboard warrior that probably has school tomorrow. Or is it snowing where you are? Are you up late because mommy said you could have an extra hour of iPad time because you're going to have a snow day at school? Is that why you're up later? Come on, you're a growing boy. You need to get your sleep right. Should we have a new segment on the show? Should we have a new segment on the show where it's like a graphic and it transitions and it's like caution, PG-13 coming up or something like that, you know, because like Patriots Global PG and then we turn it into like PG-13 and then we just like roast. Like that's where I transition to where if I want to like go off about like something that happened in the football game and I want to curse and I want to get angry. But, you know, instead of going from professional, we're like, all right, this is about to be the PG-13 section of the chat. Or if I want to roast somebody in the chat also. Dude, you dress like a grandma. I dress like a grandma because Fanatics sent me a beautiful New England Patriots throwback little jacket. Boy, what you mean I dress like a fly-ass grandma if that's the case. Look at that, man. Look at that. Everyone says I should do that. Bro got mad I made a your mama joke, and so he said I dressed like a grandma. Boy, I'm dressed up in the latest windbreaker that Fanatics sent me. It's from Nike, dog. What you mean, grandma? Man, here's the thing. I think people forget that just because you're a content creator, that people think you just have to take crap. Guess what? You're human, I'm human. The only difference between us is that you're hiding behind a profile picture on your iPad, probably under your bed because mommy doesn't want you to be up. Probably a Giants fan too that's pressed they're losing. Just get therapy, bro. If you got to hate on a random person because you're just down bad, it's a beautiful sign that you just need to get therapy. That's all, man. It's Men's Mental Health Month, or it was just Men's Mental Health Month, everybody. So take your mental health, take your loved one's mental health seriously. It's not something to be played with. All right, 2nd and 3. Hey, man, shout out to all the moms in the world that are allowing their kids to stay up tonight. That's what we like. Those are the good moms out there. All right, Jackson Dart fakes the handoff. He's going to pass on 2nd and 3. He has nothing but time, but now gets pressure, and he's going to run for it, dives, avoids Elijah Ponder, and he's going to get the first down. Thank you, mommy. You ain't trolling, brother. You hating. There's a difference. All right, Robinson works upfield on 1st and 10. Going to gain 7, so he's going to be about 3 yards short to bring up 2nd down. Couple of misses here from both of these teams, and so if you're the New England Patriots, a lot has gone right for you in this game, but there's a little bit of nitpicky things to hit on. The Andy Borgales missed 45-yard field goal is certainly one of them. The Patriots' inability to pick up a yard on 2nd and 3rd and 1. You obviously convert a few plays later, but nonetheless, this team, a lot of field goals that should be converting into touchdowns, and they haven't been able to do that. Tracy with a nice run here on 2nd and 3. To the troll in the chat, let us know, are you a Bills fan or a Giants fan? Either way, the Patriots own you, so it doesn't matter to me. First and 10. Giants are running the football well. Another good run here. All right. Patriot player down on 2nd and 2. So it looks like an issue with the helmet. They said it was an injury. So they're giving Gibbons a new headband and helmet here. So I'm not sure what injury that is. Sounds like more of a mechanical issue than anything else. 2nd and 2. All right. They run Tracy again on 2nd and 2, and he gets it. So Giants really running the football very, very well here. But unfortunately, when you're down 23 points, it's a little bit difficult to just run the football well and think you're going to catch up. But the Giants are in New England territory. Oh, he's a Bills fan? Oh, he's probably the same. This troll is probably the same Bills fan that was trying to say that, well, actually, you guys won because of the refs. I handle these trolls with ease because they're all keyboard warriors that hide behind a little fake profile picture because they can't actually stand up by themselves. It's actually sad. You know what's even funnier? He's a fan of Bills Mafia. I don't know why they call it Bills Mafia, because don't a mafia need a ring? The only thing the Buffalo Bills know how to do is lose Super Bowls. Here in New England, we win them. Guess what, baby? Daddy's home. Daddy's home to take the division. See, I like a lot of Bills fans, but it's Buffalo Bills fans like this guy that I just love trolling because, are you kidding me? You had 5 years to dominate the AFC East. Tom Brady left, Belichick left. We gave you an opportunity to go win the AFC East, to go win a Super Bowl, represent it. I mean, Bills fans said that they were the next best thing since sliced bread, and what'd you do with it? You don't even have a Super Bowl appearance to show for it. What happened? Daddy said it's time to come back home and show you what an actual division leader can look like. And that's what we're doing. And that's what we're doing. Nah, you're right. You're right. I gotta go gentle on him. It's been rough for Bills fans. Men's mental health month did just end. I don't want to put anybody in a bad mental place. We don't want that. So we have a segment where we just like call out stupid people. Like, should we do that? I feel like that'd be kind of fun. I feel like I would need a whole segment name for it. Welcome back to Troll Watch. We react to the latest idiotic, unfactual things that you have said. Coming up here first. Be fun. Be fun, man. Not Kobe put the belt down. You act up, we're putting BTA, baby. You act up, we're going BTA. I want to watch that video of Jackson Dart getting bulldozered again. Damn. All right, direct snap to the running back. Singletary is into the end zone. And the Giants shrink their lead just a little bit. The Giants are getting hype when, I mean, we're in the fourth quarter, 15 minutes, just under 15 minutes left in the game. You're still down. Pretty bad. All right, Giants are going to go for 2 here. All right, Theo in motion. They're going to bring him back in. Jackson Dart looks left. It's not there. Jackson Dart looks right. Jackson Dart's panicking. Jackson Dart looking around. He's scrambling. He's looking downfield, keeping his eyes there. He's going to throw the ball. That is caught. Wow, great play by Jackson Dart to extend the 2-point conversion. And now the Giants are still down by 15 points, but what a great sequence of plays there by Jackson Dart. Goes out left. Nothing's there. Goes back out right. Nothing's there. Tries dodging a few defenders before launching off his back foot. And finding Darius Slayton, man, that's an impressive play by Jackson Dart, man. I gotta give credit where it's due. All right, y'all. We still got 14 minutes left in the game. Jackson Dart and the Eagles. I'm not saying Eagles. I'm thinking of Philadelphia football right now. And the Giants were able to go down the field mainly because of their run game. They go for 2 because, heck, why not? 15-point game now instead. Youngway is going to give it back to the Patriots. Hopefully the Patriots don't take their foot off the gas, man, especially after Jackson Dart and the Giants were able to get down the field there, really hoping that the Patriots kind of shock themselves back into the game and don't allow them to take their foot off the gas. This is exactly why you don't. Man, big shout out to diehard Pats fan who comes in with a $50 donation, said, so you can keep looking fly. Diehard, we appreciate you more than you know. You guys supporting the channel by hitting the like button, watching the videos, and super chatting goes a long way at allowing us to do this full time so that we can, of course, give you guys the best Patriots content week in and week out, man. So big shout out to our good friend, diehard Pats fan, for a massive, massive donation. All right, Drake May goes back. He goes out to Hunter Henry for the check down. Patriots blocking it up down the field. That's going to be good for 20 yards to Hunter Henry. So good first play there for Drake May and this Patriots offense that can hopefully string together another touchdown drive here. Everybody make sure to give some love to diehard Pats fan in the chat. Make sure to leave a heart on the super chat too, so that we can give love to our super chatters of today. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Patriots. They're going to give it off to Ramondre, who tries to be patient, but there's not much there. He's going to get maybe 2. And it will be 2. Where Drake May's at, actually. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. At the 45, Drake May throws, sets up the screen to Travion. That's going to be a 1st down for the Patriots after a block there from Morgan Moses. Gain of 12 there for the Pats. Jackson Dart has done nothing in this football game, by the way. Jackson Dart has 99 yards. Singletary is killing the Patriots, though. Singletary, 67 yards, 6.1 yards per carry. Drake May is at 267. Patriots' run game is taking a bit of a hit. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. They're going to set this one up to Travion, who's going to get maybe 2. 2nd down. All right, Henry and Stephon Diggs are coming out onto the field, so got to expect a pass here for the Patriots on 2nd and 8. All right, 2nd and 8. You got Diggs in motion. May's getting blitzed, and May just takes the sack. So this is going to be 3rd and long now. That's Barnes who comes in, loss of 4 for the Patriots on the sack. Drake May's now been sacked 2 times in this game. Really, all of that pressure just comes off from Drake May on the right side. The Giants blitz, and Mike Vrabel's not happy because, I mean, you just see it. I mean, Drake May knows the blitz is coming. You got to get the football out, and he just holds on to that one. So Patriots at the 45-yard line, 3rd and 12, sets up a screen for Stevenson. Goes out of bounds. Dude, this team's got to stop playing so soft when they get a lead in the second half. Ramondre throws the defender out of bounds, though. That was pretty cool to see. Delay of game here for the Patriots, which obviously is self-inflicted. They did that for a reason, trying to get Bryce Behringer a little bit of extra room to punt the ball. The amount of Giants fans that are just like, no, but like that dart play should have been a hit. Well, like, yeah, it was in bounds, but you should go easier on him. The amount of Giants fans that are saying that Christian Ellis should have went easier on Jackson Dart is the most wild thing. So what you're telling me is that it's wrong when Patrick Mahomes gets free calls, and you're angry about that. But when your quarterback gets hit in bounds because he doesn't give himself up, you're angry that the defenders aren't being more gentle. You can't have it both ways. You can't say Mahomes is getting these free calls. Defenders need to be able to hit the quarterback, but then be upset when your quarterback gets pummeled because he doesn't give himself up and go out of bounds. No, defenders should be able to hit a quarterback as hard as they're going to hit a tight end or a wide receiver if the quarterback chooses to not give themselves up. If you're going to put yourself in harm's way, that is your decision. I'm going to hit you the same way I'm going to go hit anybody else. That is what football is. Football is not, you're a quarterback. Well, let me give you a tap. I mean, Giants fans saying that Ellis should have eased up on Jackson Dart. Why? So that Jackson Dart could have cut the play back and went around Christian Ellis? No. Christian Ellis pushes Dart, and Dart acts like a 20-pound baby and goes flying. Welcome to the league, buddy. It's the NFL. It ain't college. Give yourself up next time. All right, 1st and 10 here. Giants are going to take over at the 14. They're going to go in the backfield. Anthony Jennings comes in, and one of the best run defending edges in all of football finally getting utilized. Loss of 2, man. Good to see Anthony Jennings finally being a little bit more utilized when you know that the Giants are just going to run the football. If you can take away the run here from the Giants, you're going to take away their scoring ability. All right, 2nd and 12, going to an injury break. All right, we got to find the first time that Ellis makes contact because these people are screenshotting, trying to say that Dart was out of bounds during the hit. Oh, crap. Where's the video? The Broncos do keep winning, man. Like, I guess you got to give them credit where it's due, but like, how many like close losses is that team gonna have? Come on, man. So Tracy, the running back for the Giants, is down. He's been a big player for them in this game. All right, this one going to be off to Singletary on a 2nd and 12. That's going to be 3rd and short coming up. So this is going to be 3rd and 2 for the Giants. All right, Dart's going to run, and he will get the first down. All right, gain of 3 there by Jackson Dart. So fresh set of downs for them as they are still down by 15. Just barely gets it. Singletary gets stopped at the line on 1st down. Corey Durden comes up big. All right, Dart drops back here. 2nd and 9. He's going deep, and that is broken up by Christian Gonzalez on Wandale Robinson. Dart was looking for it. Still 3rd and 9, though. Wonder if this is 2-down territory for the Giants, too. I mean, down by 15. I mean, has to be 2-down territory, right? All right. Dart on 3rd and 9 is going to scramble. Nobody was there, so Dart keeps the ball, and he goes down. So now it's 4th. Drake May needs just under 30 yards to reach 300 yards on the day, but we've seen this game before. We've seen this game where it's like, all right, Drake May's right there, but what do? They run the ball, and then it's like they're punting because they're playing so soft. That's what the Patriots do this late into the game. So 4th and 8, the Giants are punting. Hopefully we see a couple of good throws by Drake May to get him over 300. All right, Marcus Jones with the return. Marcus Jones with a pretty good return gets the Patriots across the 30. People trying to say that Dart, I'm still on this, y'all, but people trying to say Dart was in bounds is just confusing me. I mean, hold up. Like, so people are trying to say that this photo actually, we don't want to do that. Damn it, focus. People are trying to say that This is where Christian Ellis made first contact, and that this is Dart's foot out of bounds. I'm sorry, but how is that out of bounds? There is no real evidence that that is out of bounds for certain. For certain. There's no way to say that that's out of bounds. But that screenshot is deceiving because that is taken later on when Christian Ellis already made contact. This is where Christian Ellis first puts his head down to make contact. Jackson Dart, well in bounds. This is why you do not believe everything that you see on the internet, because people will specifically switch things up to make it look like something completely different. Truly sad. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Pats after a run from Hendy. All right, 2nd and 3. Ball given to Henderson. Henderson has the speed. Henderson kicks it into second gear, and Henderson's still going. Henderson, 23 yards and a fresh, 26 yards. Excuse me. And that's a fresh set of downs for the Patriots now, and exactly what they needed. Good run by Henderson gets the Patriots across the 50 officially. And hopefully the Patriots continue to not take their feet off the gas. All right, 1st and 10. Drake May's going to throw. Drake May's looking deep down the... That's a touchdown! That's a touchdown! Hunter Henry, does it stay? There's a flag. There's a flag. They offset, so an illegal shift by the Patriots, and then a penalty on the Giants, so that offsets. That's going to bring the play back, and we're going to replay 1st down. Ben Brown having some penalty struggles, and the Patriots are going to hand the football off. Gives this one to Henderson. If that touchdown stayed, Drake May would have been over 300 yards officially. All right, 2nd and 4 here for the Pats. Drake May is going to pass, sets up a screen to Diggs. Diggs is going to be just short of the first by a half yard. So 3rd and 1. All right, 3rd and 1. Drake May sneaks it, and Drake May is going to get the first down. So Drake May's at what, 274? Yeah, Drake's at 274, so he needs under 30 yards. He needs, what, 20, 26? All right, 1st and 10. We're going to give the football off here to Ramondre. Ramondre stumbles a little bit over on the right side. Still a decent gain, though, on 1st. Man, 274. All we need is like a 30-yard pass, baby. Come on. I want to see May go for 300 plus. I'm sick of this narrative. All right, 2nd and 4. Drake May under pressure. Drake May's going to run. What? Timeout taken by the Giants. Drake slides, but why does he slide out of back? I understand Drake May wanting to avoid the hit, but I thought he could have ran a little bit longer before sliding, because I think that technically goes down as a loss. Make sure to throw up that like button if you guys haven't yet. We got 314 people watching right now, but we haven't even hit 100 likes yet. Third and 7. They're going to send the house at Drake May. Drake goes to Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry gets the first. So Drake May gets a little bit closer to 300 yards, but he doesn't have enough field on this offensive possession to get it. Hopefully Drake can get a passing touchdown in the end zone here and at least add to his touchdown total, but good play by Hunter Henry to convert there on 1st down. Gets the catch. He's short. Reaches the arm out as he goes down to get the first. All right, they're going to give the football off here to Henderson, who's going to get maybe 2. Brooke says, let's get the likes to 100. Brooke, I absolutely agree with you. Everybody slam that a like button. It helps support the channel a lot when you guys hit the like button, because it tells YouTube that they should send these videos and send this channel out into the YouTube algorithm. So whether if you're a Bills fan, Patriots fan, Giants fan watching, Jets fan, anyone, your boys put it in a lot of work. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to football, right? But at the end of the day, it's just a game. Help support your boy. Leave that like. Drake May goes out to Henry, but the pass is knocked away. Belton comes in, defensive back for the Giants, to make the play. A dub is better than 300. Can I get a dub and 300? All right, Drake drops back. Drake's going to run. Drake's going to get hit. That felt unnecessary. I don't really know what Drake was doing there. Avoided the pressure. It's good it wasn't a sack, but it's 4th and goal now. Man, they had Drake at 300 plus a passing touchdown, but that damn illegal shift. Third time tonight, the Patriots stall out into the end zone. 23-yard for Andy Borgales, who missed earlier. All right. Good kick by him to extend the Patriots' lead, 15-33. Kobe, you think that May could get 300 yards against the Bills after the bye week? It's certainly possible, but I don't know. If you can't get 300 yards against the Bengals and the Giants, like, when is the game going to come where he does it? Two minutes and 14 seconds left. Hopefully the Giants don't run out the clock. Although, yeah, nah. I don't see Drake getting it today, guys. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. It feels like the Giants could run this one out here. And if not, the Patriots are going to run it out. So Drake is not getting 300 today, my friends. Damn. Hi, Colby. How do the Broncos have higher seed if we're both 10-2? So it ultimately comes down to the tiebreaker. When teams are the same record, it comes down to your schedule and the teams that you've beaten. Due to their schedule being more difficult than the Patriots, they ultimately do have that tiebreaker. That's why when it was the Patriots, the Colts, and the Broncos all with the same record, the Colts were at 3, Patriots were at 2, and then the Broncos were at 1. And so that's essentially why. Dart drops back. Dart is still going to throw. He goes out to Theo Johnson, who then goes out of bounds. Drake finishes 18 yards shy, man. Frick. All right, goes back out here too. What? Singletary breaks some tackles. Should have been out of bounds and 16 yards instead. All right. All right, Dart drops back. Just another check down. He's going to go back to Singletary. He's going to get like 9. Well, while we got the 2-minute warning, want to let you guys know, of course, about our good, in fact, not even good, our great friends over at Kalshi. That is pinned in the live chat for you guys right now. Checking out the status of the MVP winner, because right now Drake May is skyrocketing back up, while Matthew Stafford, after his 2 interceptions and pick 6 game this past week against the Carolina Panthers, is falling back down. I never understood why Drake May was falling and why Matthew Stafford was going up. I really didn't. But people are officially coming back around on Drake May, which they should have done the entire time. 47% of people are taking Drake May to win NFL MVP, according to Kalshi, while 44% of people are taking Matthew Stafford. Great thing about Kalshi is that these odds, they're not made up by them. These are real people with their own real thoughts, putting their own real money on who they think is going to win NFL MVP this year. You're not playing up against Kalshi. You're playing up against real people. That is the great thing about them. And so let's say you put down, I don't know, let's say you put down $100, right? If you think that Drake May is going to win MVP and you put down $100, if he wins, you would get $213, my friends. You cannot make this stuff up. Great part about Kalshi is that if you're wrong, Kalshi will not make a single cent off you. Available in every single state. Of course, play responsibly. Remember that supporting the sponsors, that supports the channel, supports me unbelievably massively here at Patriots Global. So check out Kalshi, whether it's their website or whether it's their mobile app. I've had a ton of fun checking out these odds and playing on Kalshi this season. Again, pinned in the live chat. But all right, the Giants on 2nd and 2 are going to go backwards. That is Elijah Ponder, who comes up big. That's a loss of 6. That is going to be Elijah Ponder's 3rd sack now of the season. Elijah Ponder late in these games, very, very underrated. All right, 3rd and 8 now for the Giants. They're going to drop back. Safety blitz. Dart is firing the football up. And that is going to be incomplete, trying to hit Darius Slayton, but 3 Patriots defenders all back there. Carlton Davis and Hawkins, 2 of them. 4th and 8 now. Or rather, it was Carlton Davis and Marcus Jones as the defensive backs. Jalen Hawkins, rather, was the blitzer. 4th and 8, 1 minute and 12 seconds left. And everybody wants to see Drake May throw it, but chances are 0 timeouts for the Giants. They're just going to kneel it or run it. Patriots are blitzing. They're sending pressure. Jackson Dart in the middle of the field. That's incomplete. No flag. Christian Ellis comes up big again. Christian Ellis, probably his best game as a Patriot. Patriots send the blitz out, and that's going to wrap it up for this game. Tries to hit it in the middle, but ball's a little bit behind him, and oh, actually, it wasn't behind him. Ellis just gets his hand on the football, which alters the path of the football, which prevents the conversion there. Big game by Christian Ellis, man. What a game by Christian Ellis. Forces the fumble, the hit on Dart. Now that play. And the Patriots are, in fact, going to kneel it out, which does mean the hunt for Drake May for 300-plus passing yards does still stand. But one thing is for certain, Drake May is very consistent. This guy is consistently passing for 260 to 290 every single week, man. Every single week. And man, but big shout out to everybody in the chat. that was tuning in watching, whether you're watching on Twitter, whether you're watching on YouTube. If you are watching on Twitter, hit that link in the bio. Come over and subscribe on YouTube so that you get notified every single time we post a video, a short, a live stream, a community post, so that you get in with all of the discussion about our New England Patriots. If you are watching on Twitter, you only get notified when I go live. You don't get notified about any of the other content that I do post. And with the offseason approaching quicker than we're expecting, Patriots will be making a lot of breaking news related moves, and you will not want to miss out, of course, on any of those. I want to, of course, let you guys know about some of the other social media that we do have for more NFL and Patriots related content. Your boy's really trying to grow his following over on TikTok. So make sure you guys go on over to TikTok if you haven't already. Go ahead and follow your boy. I don't just make Patriots-related content. I make a lot of Patriots content, but I also make a lot of other content involving every single NFL team and some of the biggest pieces of breaking news. Content that maybe isn't big enough to make a YouTube video or a live stream about, I tend to make TikTok videos about, including the whole Cam Newton, Stephen A. Smith, and Drake May situation. So make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Patriots Global. Follow my other social medias on Instagram and Twitter at Patriots Global, and subscribe here on YouTube at Patriots Global. But until next time, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, make sure you guys subscribe to Kalshi. We will be back later on tonight. Yes, tonight, my friends. We are not done. So all 319 of you watching right now, do not go to bed just yet. We will be live on Bleacher Report for the next half hour. After that, we'll be live back here on the channel to break down everything that we saw in this game. So stay tuned, because we have about a half-hour show coming up for you guys breaking down this game. But until next time, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in about 30 minutes. Go Pats.